What's up, everybody? It's your favorite fake hairs, favorite nerd, and today we are looking at the MechFansToys Flywheel. And that opening joke was probably better than you acknowledged it as being. If you're keeping track, oh god, I'm on fire. Anyway, this is all known to me from Paul C. He sent a ton of stuff. A lot of it's Hasbro stuff. We're gonna work through it. It's a whole box full of stuff. I got my work cut out for me, believe me. But that being said, in order to do any of that, we gotta look at accessories. He comes with a pistol, and it is simple sculpt work and silver paint. And he'll hold it just fine, but due to the paint, it's a little bit of a tight fit, I would guess. He comes with this extra little backpack piece. You have these pieces that swivel here on these pegs, and you have a little bit of paint on there. And using those two pieces there and those two that sit deep inside, so to speak, you can sit this on top, and it'll plug in pretty nicely. And then you got the kind of signature look if you are so inclined. He comes with a little blaster boombox, which I think is super cool, and it's painted like with the silver and black and yellow. Like, it looks really good. I think it's actually quite impressive, to be honest, and I dig it an awful lot. He can hold it, but it takes an awful amount of pressure to, and it kind of looks like it's stressing the fingers a bit, so I'm going to remove it right away, but it can be done. And he comes with the monster face for Hoist Goes to Hollywood. It's just going to pop right on the ball peg there with red eyes. And I think this is a different piece here, this green piece that just tabs in or screwed into the blue piece. So you might have to undo the screw. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it's a thing. And lastly, he comes with the kind of thruster adapters for the back of the car mode, if the car mode is in car jet mode. You know the vibes. But comes with this. Nice enough. Got a little white paint, red paint for the brake lights and license plate, and then this is done in the gunmetal. As far as vehicle mode, rolls like a champ, looks the part. The paint comes through nicely, both on the windshields, the windows, and the front kind of hood. Like, it looks, looks the part. Maybe black tires would have been better. I'm guessing that's a sprue thing, because I'm guessing it was just on the same sprue as all this stuff. But yeah, what more do you want, really? I'll tell you what it looks like next to Tiger Tracks. Itty bitty. So I'm not sure how that sizes up with everything. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to show you regarding this. I don't really think that there is much else to talk about. It doesn't do any kind of tricks or anything in regard to windows or doors or headlights or any of that business. It's just sort of what you see is what you get, and what you get's pretty good. Now we'll start transforming it, and we'll show the jet mode of it first. So you got to get these arms out, and it's really smart stuff how the wings are tucked up in there, to be fair. But you got to get those out and out to the side. And actually, you want to bring them out on this ball peg, and then have that towards the back. So same for this side. The ball peg, you can see where it comes out of the door, and if you do it at just the right angle, so to speak, it will sit appropriately. Tuck the hands in underneath, and the hands will actually grab onto small pegs on the bottom of the wings. And then you have this. Now, in order to complete the look, you tuck that in, and then you can use this. And these has two small pegs that'll slide down into those cutouts there on the side. And then you have that look, which I think is cool enough. And I think I've got it right. But the fins come up. Smart stuff, honestly. All right, let's take that off. Get the arms situated. Oh, that ain't right, is it? Well, let's see here. These got to be around here, and then we got to bring the arms down and the wings up, because we need the tires to be at the front of the bot. So the arms completely swivel around the tire, as does this. So you're looking at something like that. Cool. Undo the back piece here, spin that around, just get that out of the way, and you want to slide up your torso, and that will bring the head up out of the chest. You can then split the legs Actually, you have these pieces here in the back. You split them, bring out these gray pieces, and then this whole entire piece will kind of combine or wars out. Once here, flip out this gray piece. Then you can tuck the knee inside. Flip the gray piece around, that'll stabilize the knee. And then bring the foot down. Flip the heel out. And tuck this piece around, and then that little piece comes down and covers up it's a pretty little sophisticated but smooth engineering piece. Same for this side. Bring this little piece out, up and around. This piece comes back around, tabs in, ankles come down, this comes around, blue piece comes down, and the only thing left to do really is swivel that and then bring this piece to the back. And I mean, that's basically it. I'll clean them up, we'll take a look at them, and we'll put the little parts forming piece on as well. And I guess we gotta situate these elbows a bit. You can situate these elbows a bit, you know, so that you get the double hinge. But yeah, we'll go over that here in a second. And now we can talk about the figure. So the head is on a ball peg. I'm gonna, it doesn't matter. You can get up to there, down to there, and a swivel. The face is painted with that orange color, and the eyes are painted blue, and that all works well enough. For the chest, we have yellow paint on there and silver paint on the windows. That works well enough. Articulation, I don't know if I talked about this. You get up a little, down a little, in the full swivel. If I didn't, there you go. You get a waist swivel, no ab crunch, and then for the shoulders, you get... It's a hinge that comes into a ball. The ball peg is deep set inside of the shoulder, and then it comes out to a hinge at the shoulder itself. So using both and manipulating the wing, you can get the arm pretty much all the way up. The wing itself is swivels on this back piece here, and then you have the orange and yellow paint there. All right, so we have a bicep swivel, both at the bicep and at the elbow. The elbow itself is a hinge that comes down to a ball peg, so using both you get the full bend, which is nice. And then yellow paint on the forearm. Same for the other side. All right, let's back that down a taste. For the pelvis, we have silver paint and then yellow and red, all done nice and clean. T-jointed ball joints for hips, get you the full Van Dam. It gets you the full Monty. It has a thigh swivel at a cut joint. Knee is a single hinge that gets you 90 degrees. And for the lower legs, we have some silver and red paint. And then we have the ankles themselves. You get you an ankle tilt up and an ankle tilt down. And it doesn't have a rocker, but it has a toe rocker. And that should cheat the system well enough to get you everything that you want. So pretty much just basic figure here. I guess you get a little bit of a butterfly here as well, which is nice. There it is from the back. I mean, just, you know, a really, like, just kind of clean, well-done Legends figure, to be fair. Size comparison-wise, there he is with our usual suspects, the old-scale Iron Factory Blaster and the Legends class Hasbro Stunticon figure. And there he is with Iron Factory Tarn. So you just have to kind of use this for your own intentions and find out if that scale works for you. I'm not exactly sure how it sizes up with the rest of the kind of New Age or Magic Square. I would guess that it would work better with Magic Square than New Age, but I'm not really that knowledgeable or have enough resources handy to show you. Final thoughts-wise, let's start with the negatives. Some of the joint tolerances are a little loose, and I fear that they could kind of loosen even more over time. It also requires, you know, a lot of parts forming in order to kind of pull off the finished robot look, and that's an issue for some people. It's not necessarily an issue for me, but I definitely understand where people are coming from when they start talking about that sort of a thing. And to be fair, I mean, ab crunches are becoming part of just the normal Legends sort of articulation these days, so they might want to start considering putting that into them more often or more frequently. And honestly, dude, I mean, that's about all I got. It's a pretty solid little figure. As far as the positives go, I mean, I love the engineering. I love how it has the little gaps underneath the car body to, like, tuck the wings in. Like, little stuff like that is pretty smart. The amount of flaps that flip in order to cover down on all the parts in the legs and leave kind of no open gaps. Pretty smart stuff. It has at least standard kind of articulation across the board. It has a fair amount of paint on it and really has a good sculpt to it as well. Like, it's a pretty solid Legends class figure and ultimately a recommend from me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.